Hello, my name is William Schenk, and I will be discussing Marshall McLuhan's theory of media ecology. And I think this is a really crazy theory and really cool when it comes to communication because it's instead of what we normally discuss, communication, how communication, how we can affect communication, how we can communicate better. Instead, it dives into the medium of our communication, how we create this communication. Just to dive into it, this theory of media ecology is best captured by McLuhan's famous phrase, the medium is the message. And that's just a crazy thought that the medium of exchange that we communicate through defines the message and the communication in general. So, like, the message in the book, and like a book, is defined by the fact that it's a book. The message in a movie is defined by the fact that it's in a movie. This video that I'm making right now, the message I'm sending is defined based on the fact that I am recording a video right now, that the medium defines everything. The medium is, they define it as a specific type of media, for example, a book, a newspaper, a radio, television, etc. And that's the medium. And the media is the generic term for all human-invented technology that extends range, speed, channels of communication. So just a whole range of different mediums. So here they define media ecology as the study of different personal and social environments created by the use of different communication technologies. So that's basically just like we're studying the environments of change based on these different mediums throughout history. And that kind of dives into his thoughts, his media analysis of human history, which he has 4 points, which are the tribal age, the literate age, the print age, and the electronic age. They're kind of self-explanatory. The tribal age was they were using sticks and writing on cave walls, and that was their form of communication. The literate age was defined by the invention of the phonetic alphabet from 2000 to 1500 BC. So like the Greek alphabet that created their ability to communicate with each other. Then the print age was defined by the invention of the printing press in 1450, which defined our ability to print things and distribute them amongst the masses. And just that was the newest medium. And then finally, as fourth is the electronic age, after the invention of the telegraph in 1850. So we were able to mass produce this communication through this crazy medium. And if anything, I think there should be a fifth age, which is like the social media age, because it is like we have so many mediums of communication now: iPhones, computers, apps, Facebook, and we have so many ways of communicating a message, and they are all defined by this new technology, these new mediums. Then there was he's not his pupil, but he had a very similar thought process or a similar theory, was Neil Postman. He founded the Media of Ecology program at New York University. And he kind of dove into the ethical reflections of Postman's theory with this thing called a Faustian bargain. They define it as a deal with the devil, selling your soul for temporary earthly gain. Basically, like, these technologies that we've created to make life easier for us have in turn created new problems that have spoiled our humanity. For example, he uses the invention of the television, which is an amazing invention, allowed us to communicate on crazy spans, and we can watch things from across the nation. But he says it lessened our humanistic characteristics, and we are less interactive with each other because we are so focused on the television. And if he were here, they say here, and I think it's really, relevant, if he were here today to see the technology we have now and how dependent we are on it, he would just think, yep, told you so. But he goes through three major questions that he asks. What is the problem that which technology is the solution? Whose problem is it actually? And is there a legitimate problem to be solved? What other problems will be created by using this technology? And that's basically that. Did we really need the technology in the first place? And it kind of has this crazy overlapping thought that what is defining human evolution? Humans or the technology around us? And that goes into a whole other thing that they don't discuss in this book that I find really crazy. But it's just a really interesting thought to think, are we defining our future, or is the technology we create defining our future? They have a few critiques. They say the main problem, and it's George Gordon, chairman of Department of Communication at Fordham University, basically keeps pounding on the fact that there's no scientific evidence behind any of this, that McLuhan is merely exploring the idea rather than diving into the effects of electronic media on the public. But overall, even if it's, I think it's worth thinking about. I think it's a really cool thought, and, the medium's the message. So, thank you.